What is up, guys? It is the Citrus Panic here today, and today I'm coming at you with a review for episode 15 of season 2 of Haikyuu. Let's do this. Alright, so the microphone placement in this episode is a little bit different. I've been noticing background noise in the other videos with my new setup, and I'm not really sure how I feel about that, so trying to get rid of that, trying to work out the kinks still. But we'll get there eventually, hopefully. So in this episode, I do want to say before we start, this is the second one with the new opening, and I actually really like this opening. I think it's actually one of the better ones of the entire series. I remember the first season having the first one being really good and the second one being okay, and then this first opening for the second season was really good. But honestly, it was really good. The ending, though, I like the old ending better. The ending, theme or whatever. So I don't know. That's just a side note. I think it's really awesome. I really like the opening. But in this episode, we actually get a little bit more footage, or not footage, but a little bit more insights to Johzenji, or Johzenji, whatever. Team Joe, I'm going with that. Last episode, I went with that. They have this weird way of playing volleyball, because they always go, a good way to describe this team is that they're constantly going hard in the paint, and I guess it kind of works for them, but kind of doesn't. So they play with a weird style. So like something that most teams don't do. Although, like for instance, Karasuno with Hinata and Kageyama, they do the quick attack, like the zero tempo and stuff like that. So they have like their own kind of style, which is pretty crazy. But everybody on Team Joe is just like ridiculous. They're just kind of like doing crazy things all the time and making these big risky plays, and it's probably one of those things that, like, if you saw this team in real life, like, if they were, like, a real-life team or whatever, they would probably be the team that most people would cheer for, because, like, they would be, like, doing crazy things, and they don't usually work out, or most of the time they sometimes work out, if that makes any sense. Maybe it's, like, a 50-50 chance that crazy play is going to actually do something, but if it does, it looks pretty funny, and if it doesn't, it looks even funnier, possibly. So they're doing a lot of things in this episode that like don't exactly make sense, but end up working out in some scenarios, and that's why this episode was pretty interesting to watch. I like most of the characters on Team Joe, actually. They seem to be pretty cool, and there's a little bit of background information. I think we're gonna get some more backstory on that, and again, that's why Haikyuu is so. I think it's so much fun to watch, because you get so much background information on the teams being played against. Like Karasuno has some backstory about all the characters, and that's obvious. Like we've seen these people for like, what is it, like it would be like the 40th episode. Yeah, this is like episode 40 of Haikyuu. So we've been with those characters for like 40 episodes. But I mean, Team Joe, we just literally they just popped in like 2 episodes ago, or like 1 episode ago maybe. And we're already getting like a foreshadowing of a backstory, so that was interesting. I think it's really cool. But the idea that this team is, I guess, trying to constantly have fun and like, I don't know, like make these plays. Although towards the end of the episode, the coach, or I guess it's a coach, yeah, the coach was like, oh, you gotta start like not being crazy balls to the wall, because if you go all in every single time, it's not gonna maybe work out. But it's an interesting way to play. Also, for a short amount of time, we saw something that we've never seen from Karasuno before. Well, we have seen it, but we don't see it. I should rather say that we see it very, very rarely. But it is cool that they work out some of the other side characters that we sometimes see, but we never see them actually play. So they're always a practice, and everybody's practicing, but they don't always play games. However, Kageyama goes to block a ball, and instead of actually blocking it, he blocks it actually, but with his face instead of like actually blocking it. So like he has like this huge nosebleed, so he has to go off on the sidelines for like a little bit. And they put in what's his name? I don't remember his name, because we never see him anymore. But he's the dude with like the like light colored hair, and he looks kind of like Oikawa. And he's a second year, or maybe he's a third year. But anyway, so that guy goes in. He's like the backup setter, or he was the setter. Sugoya, maybe? Sugawara, maybe? I don't even know. Sugawara, and that's his name, actually. Suga, we'll just call him Suga. He goes in to be a setter, but also Hinata goes out, because Hinata's good, but he's mostly good because of Kageyama. and him and the combo. Like, he's not good because of Kageyama. What I'm trying to say is that, like, it's kind of like a package deal. If you get Hinata on the field or on the court without Kageyama, you're not getting near as much as maybe another player. So they put in Narita instead of Hinata. And we never really seen this guy in that much at all. He looks like a pretty generic character, but it's interesting that we get to see him play, and the fact that he was working with Suga in practices and got a lot of points. So that actually was one of the contributing factors for them winning. I don't think it would have been a big problem otherwise. Like, I don't think they would have lost or done badly. I just think that it was cool that we got to see that. So another dynamic to the team that was already kind of growing and using big combos and things that they weren't really using before. For instance, the synchronized attack and Team Joe is like, they're going for it. Like, they're going for the synchronized attack because they saw it happen and then they just like completely messed it up. So that was pretty interesting. It's cool to see a team actually just like kind of like try out new things and go hard like, all the time and just like try to make some crazy plays and whatnot, and also fail within the process. So it should be interesting. I do expect rather that Karasuno will win this game, but I think the second round will be tougher and I think it'll be a harder set to win. But at the end of the day, I think Team Joe is not going to win. It should be a good game though, so I'm looking forward to the next episode. Also, this review, a couple days late. I worked on Saturday, and I normally do, so these never come out on Saturday. They always come out on Sunday, but then on Sunday there's LCS, if you know what that is, so I watched that. Didn't make a video yesterday, but that's fine. So it is here now. Yeah, I already made the commitment to review every single episode of this show, so I'm gonna finish it out. Plus, it's a good show. Like, usually whenever I start anime reviews, I realize that a show is not good that like as I get into it and I don't want to watch it anymore. But with this show, I'm already watching it every single week anyway, so I might as well do a review. Until next time, see you guys later.